Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today we'll be talking about week 9, okay? So this is week 9 of school. I'm just recapping. Today is Monday, right? I'm just recapping yesterday, which was Sunday, and then the day before that, which was Saturday, okay? Saturday we took a test. We took chapter 15 and 16. It was on like psychology, the study of mind disease, Maslow, physiology, types of mental diseases or mental retardation. We learned about how much sodium a person should have per day, autism, PTSD, different types of depression. So that's what our test was on, stuff like that. Your girl scored 100. I scored 100 on my test. The test was pretty good, like pretty easy to me. Like I made a mistake one time and circled the wrong bubble because we have an actual paper and then we actually have an answer sheet. I accidentally on the answer sheet put like C, but I knew the answer was B, so I did it wrong. So now when I take my test, I do everything on my paper, and then once I finish everything, I transfer it to my answer key. And one of the classmates just was like, yeah, because I be wondering like, what be taking you so long with your test? I said, because I messed up before and I got the answer wrong and I knew the answer. Because the teacher was like, what's this? She said the question, what's the answer? I'm like, it's this. She said, you didn't circle that. I'm saying, yes, I did. She said, you didn't circle that, you circled this. And I circled the wrong one. So I scored 100 in the club with my twin. So I scored 100. Our Benny puncture assessment, flopped it, did it again, flopped it. First of all, let me tell you, when everybody did it the first time, right? Everybody failed because we did everything wrong. Like we did everything wrong. I did it again. Guess what I forgot to do, which is an automatic fail. First of all, let me tell you, if you watched my video, I think that was like week 7, and I was telling you about how I did the patient history, and me and my partner was like messing each other up. Guess what? I had her again yesterday, and guess what? We both. I had her again yesterday, and we both failed. So she did me first, right? She did me first. She got my arm. She stuck me. What she stuck me at? I don't know what she stuck me at. She stuck me on this arm, and she left the tourniquet on. And I'm looking at the teacher. The teacher writing down notes. I'm doing this, trying to tell her, because we getting assessed, right? She ain't catching it, so she telling me the details, and she telling me the details and everything. Like, oh, keep your band-aid on for 15 minutes. No heavy lifting weights. And when she realized it, she was like, oh Lord. And I lost it. I had to turn my whole face because I was cracking up laughing. Like literally cracking up laughing. So yeah, she failed. I went right after her. Made the same mistake. I forgot to take the tourniquet off. And that's the result in an automatic fail. You have to pass your assessments in order to pass the class. You have to pass your assessments in order to pass the class. You have to pass your assessments in order to pass your class. When I tell you, that's all I was thinking about last night when I got home. When I woke up this morning, thought whatever I thought, stood up. I'm in the bathroom brushing my teeth, doing what I gotta do. I'm thinking about that tourniquet. Like, thankfully, I can do it again on Saturday, this upcoming Saturday. So today is Monday, I can do it on Saturday. Y'all just don't understand. She was like, y'all better be happy that you did not have this teacher or this teacher, because yeah. So she's allowing me to redo it. Oh my God, she's allowing me to redo it. So basically what I did to my classmate partner, I did the same thing. I put the tube in the needle. I put the tube in, and then I forgot the tourniquet. I put the band-aid on, reading her the instructions, and I realized the tourniquet, and she's looking at me. She's like, I'm like, why is this girl looking at me like that whole time? She's trying to key to me. I forget the tourniquet. We also did our EKGs yesterday. I know for a fact I aced my EKG, because I'm going to tell you, even when we was doing our practice EKGs, I always had my stuff right. Always had it right. It has never been a time where I got it incorrect. I always aced it. So I wasn't worried about my EKG at all. I was the least worried about that, because like I love EKGs. Like from the clavicle, which is like your collarbone, that thick. If you touch your collarbone and go directly under it, that's the first ICF, like that first space, intercostal spacing. You're going to count down 3 more. You're trying to get to the 4th one. You're not going to touch like the actual, that hard stuff. You're going like the spaces in between. So you're going to count down 4. The 4th space, that's where you put your first lead. And then you don't have to count them on the other side. You can just go directly across. And then look, you skip 3, right? You skip 3. You skip 3, you go to 4. 4 is directly under the nipple, like directly under. So, but you need to find that space. So, find that space and put it there. Next to is 5 and 6. You're gonna put 5 like right here, and then you're gonna put 6, and then you're gonna put 6 like under your arm. Okay, right here. And then you get 5 and you got 6. So you're gonna put 5 like right here in the space, and 6 is gonna go like under the arm a little bit higher. And then you're gonna go back to 3. 3 has to be like on the boob. But yeah, that's 3. You'll get it right every time. But I got it right. I got 100% on that. She said I forgot to lift the foot thing. I wound up opening the wrong thing. I wound up opening one where laying on the bed and feet is dangling. That one, the one up top. So I did the wrong one. I got that. And then Saturday, this upcoming Saturday, we're doing the capillaries. So capillaries is, I think, the blood levels or something like that. We're doing the capillary. I wipe away the first lot of blood. If not, that's an automatic fill. So that's what we're doing on Saturday. So that's pretty much what happened. Now for week 8, which is the week before last, because I just told y'all about week 9. So for week 8, I took a test. It was 3 questions on that test. I was not 100% sure on, but I felt like I did decent. I'm either going to miss 3 or I'm going to get 100%. I thought I aced. It's just those 3 that I don't know. And guess what? I missed those 3. So I scored an 85%. Still passing. 65 is passing. We have to have at least a 65% on the test. So I got an 85. Like this week 9, I got 100. And then we was just doing on week 7, we was just practicing venipunctures, and I did it on my own. Did it right. Got blood. Happened what my mom was thinking during that assessment on week 9. But for week 8, we just did venipunctures. So it's really and we also did blood pressure. Everybody failed except for one person. She passed. You don't have to redo it. Everybody else failed. Me, she said I did not flat out fail. I believe I scored like a 70 because of my mechanics. I did in my hand. On the manual blood pressure, you squeeze it. But on the side, it's like a little, I forget the name of it, but on the side is something that you turn clockwise or counterclockwise when you're reading the actual blood pressure machine, the speed of that line. So basically, I took my hand off. But it's supposed to be going 2 to 3 millimeters of mercury per second, so I wound up taking my hand off, but we have to keep it on. And then I guess she didn't like the positioning of my hand on how I was holding the stethoscope. So some mechanic, she was like, I get another attempt to do it, of course. So I'm gonna redo that to try to get a better score. She said if I want to use that score, I can, but she'd rather me just do it again. So that's what I'm gonna be doing again on week 10. So which is this week, because today is Monday, Saturday, and Sunday. We're gonna be doing the assessment. Everybody else just flat out failed because they either forgot like the patient's name and date of birth, or the readings wasn't right. Flat out failed. Week 10 coming up. So Saturday will be week 10. Week 10 is our last week. Next week, which is week 11, we take our test, our NHA test. Saturday is week 10. So week 10 is when we take our last test, and when we finish all of our assessment tries that we have to do, and then the capillary assessment. And that's it. Like, this is our last week. Am I worried about the certification? A little bit, but not really. A few weeks ago, I'm saying like last week before last, I wasn't feeling very confident. I knew I was gonna like fail for. As long as I pass the class, I don't care about failing the NHA, because if I fail the class, I have to retake the entire class. But if I pass the class and I fail the NHA, I have another chance at the NHA. But if I fail the actual class, I can't even sit for the NHA. I have to retake the entire class. So I just care about this. I wound up getting like some study guides and actually reviewing every day, literally every day. I'm just trying to retain some information, learn new information. So if it does work, I'm definitely going to like share like some tips and stuff after I take my test. A little bit more confident now, but I really care more about passing the actual class. But it's funny how, I remember I told y'all in the other video, I was like, how I was telling them like I don't feel comfortable, like I'm gonna pass. They were saying don't say that, but guess who's saying it now? They saying it now how they don't feel as if they're gonna pass the actual exam. But I feel more confident now, but I'm not really tripping on that because I can take it again. But that's pretty much an update. If you have any questions, just make sure you link it down below. But that's what happened between week 7 and week 8. If y'all have any questions, anything, just comment down below. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching my channel.